Well, hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. We are the Mighty Guu Yoghourt. Oh yes, we are. Well, we hope you enjoyed the Welsh sequence of films. I certainly had a great time on that trip. Today's little film is going to be about the return of Mr. Suzuki here and what was wrong with him. Yes, it wasn't what we were expecting at all. Today is also a farewell to the Murgatroyd anyway, irritating little verbal prop or crutch that I appear to have adopted since I was advised to stop saying so much. Yes, that's the one right there. It's banned. I'm not allowed to say it anymore. If I do say it, I'm going to have the arduous task of editing it out of every single film. It is now verboten and infradig. Yes. There we go. That's the very last time. I really need to work on it. The Murgatroyd says, ooh, it's all getting a bit Kenneth Williams. I'm sure that older members of my audience will get that. But anyway, so I'm going to be talking a little bit about Mr. Suzuki and the way in which we came to solve his problems. I'm also going to tell you a salutary little tale about the events of yesterday on this very piece of road that I'm about to ride. So let's get moving. Stop recording. This is the GSX 600F that I know and love. Regular viewers will recall that I was having problems with power delivery quite recently. But before I get into that and how we fixed him, I'll tell you this salutary little tale. Yesterday at this time I was riding this particular bit of road here, maybe a little too enthusiastic on the throttle. Yes, because I was because I was very excited about having Mr. Suzuki back to his optimum performance. I was perhaps going a little bit too fast around this bend. I came around this bend and the traffic was backed up in front of me. There were two trucks that couldn't quite pass each other. I had about 50 feet in which to stop. I made it by a narrow hair's breadth. The back wheel was skidding all over the road as I braked and let go and braked and let go continually, and I quite literally had inches to spare. It left me shaken for about 30 minutes afterwards. It was without a doubt the closest call I have had for quite some time. Now, I'm not certain what all of this is about, but I was aware that the Duddon Bridge was going to be closed until 1 o'clock. It's 20 to 2 now, so it should be open. We will see. I'm hoping this is just log-jammed trucks again. If it's not open yet, I've got a very lengthy diversion and I will be late for work. There's apparently a big funeral in Barrow today, and the council had assured everybody that the road would be open by 1 o'clock in time for that funeral traffic to go through. It does seem to be moving, so we may be okay. So yes, I was suitably chastened by yesterday's little incident and rode very slowly for the rest of the time I was going to work. get in front of this truck here. Can't get through. Well, he's just waved me through. We'll see what happens down here. Ooh, I'm going to be in the way there. Say again? Oh yeah. Yeah. It would appear the traffic lights are still being observed, so we will see. We'll go through. The joys of motorcycling. Oh, I hope this isn't... Oh, you are joking. Oh my god, I can't get up through there. I'm looking at a 15-mile diversion now.
Oh, no, but...
Nobody knew this was happening. Nobody knew this was happening.
Warning signs have been up for a few weeks.
I've never seen them. Not very prominent. Oh well, what can you do?
Go on the council, mate. They organised it.
It was only closed quite recently for the bridge repairs as well.
Alright, well, we used to get the abuse.
I'm not abusing you, it's not your fault, I know that. Yeah, scarcely anybody I know was aware that was about to be happening. Oh well. I'm going to be a bit late for work now. I'm going to have to go the beautiful way instead, or the even more beautiful way. Better phone the Murgatroyd actually and let her know, because she's coming back from a haircutting borough. She won't be able to get through. Right, so I'll get to the car park, I'll get to the lay-by below Stone Star Crag, pull over and phone the Murgatroyd, and then I'll go into more depth about how we solved the problems that Mr. Suzuki was having. I'll tell you what, I've no idea how long that road is going to be closed for. I should have asked. But it's not a problem to me because I'm not even going home tonight. I'm going now to the bar that I do some work at in Ambleside, and tomorrow morning I'm doing breakfast at the hotel in Hawkshead, so given that I won't be finished until 10:30 tonight, there's very little point in riding home only to get up at 6 AM and ride all the way back over. Stop recording. Oh, there's actually somebody climbing up there, look. Well, no phone signal there, so couldn't get hold of the Murgatroyd. I've sent her a WhatsApp message, she should get that before too long. Here we are then with a bonus trip up the Duddon Valley. Back to Mr. Suzuki here then. So the plan was to go through absolutely everything that could be affecting the power delivery, including a thorough service with new oil, new spark plugs, new oil filter, new air filter. Turned out we didn't have to go that far. Very early on during the investigation, it became very clear that there was a serious wiring problem. Now, understand two things. The first thing to understand is I am no bike mechanic. I know a few things, I can do a few things. But when it comes to the electrics on a motorcycle, I'm completely in the dark. However, when wires start melting and fusing together, you know you've got a problem. And it turned out to be a case of copper cancer. Now, I didn't even know that was a thing, but it certainly is. Anyway, part of the wiring loom comes up under the tank here, and some goes down to the engine, some obviously goes out to the console here and the headlamps and the indicators. But the whole thing was just fusing together. There was clearly a problem. Those wires have now been replaced, and once we got everything connected, Mr. Suzuki was back to his normal self. He's still going to get the full service, but being realistic, it's not going to happen before we get back from our big European holiday next week. But for now, he's running absolutely fine. I've got power delivery, as I would expect, from a GSX 600 all the way through the revs. There is no smell of burning of unburnt fuel. There is no smell of unburnt fuel coming from the exhaust. And he just does what you tell him when you open the throttle. It's fantastic. Now I know that it's okay, I'm going to be very, very cautious in my riding as a result of the salutary and suitably chastening events of yesterday. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed this little film. And if you haven't already done so, you might like to consider liking and subscribing. I'll put a little thingy up here. Almost said that word. And really that's what it was. It was just a little verbal crutch for when I don't know what I'm going to say next. I'm going to stop it. There will be no more, and this really is the last one. Yes. Ever again. I just hope it doesn't get replaced by something even sillier. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. And remember, we are the Mighty Guu Yoghourt. Oh yes, we are. Stop the recording.